There's something almost paradoxical about what Alex de Minaur and Katie Boulter navigate every time they walk into the same Grand Slam or Masters event together. They are a couple deeply in love, photographed laughing courtside, openly supportive in interviews, and yet the moment they step onto the practice courts, they enter a world that is fundamentally about individual survival. Elite tennis is one of the loneliest sports on earth. There is no teammate to absorb the pressure, no shared victory to soften a loss. Every match is a reckoning with yourself, and when you go home at night to someone who just experienced their own version of that same reckoning, the emotional architecture of a relationship gets tested in ways most couples will never understand. Psychologists who study high-performance environments point to something called identity fusion in competitive partnerships, where two people's sense of self becomes so entangled with their sport that separating the partner from the competitor becomes genuinely difficult. You can love someone completely and still feel, somewhere deep and unspoken, a flicker of something complicated when their ranking climbs above yours. What makes their dynamic particularly revealing is that it strips away the comfortable myth that love and ego can be neatly separated. In normal relationships, people rarely have to confront a partner succeeding in the exact arena where they are also trying to prove their worth. De Minaur and Boulter don't have that luxury. When one of them wins a tight three-setter and the other loses in the first round on the same day, they have to sit with that together, the same hotel room, the same dinner table, one riding adrenaline and the other rebuilding. Sports psychologists note that the couples who survive this aren't the ones who pretend the tension doesn't exist, but the ones who develop an almost radical emotional honesty about it. They create unspoken agreements, competition stays on the court, the relationship lives somewhere else. But that separation is never clean, and anyone who has watched de Minaur visibly search the player box for Boulter after a win, or seen her track his results from across a tournament draw, knows the boundary is more in tension than reality. What they're really doing, whether they'd frame it this way or not, is performing one of the most difficult psychological feats in modern sport, loving someone fully while refusing to let that love soften the ruthless, self-focused mindset that elite competition demands.